Right, we're going to talk about this little camera here, the Nikon Coolpix L22, 12 megapixels, 3.6 times zoom, AA size batteries, easy auto mode is what it all says on the front, and that's the back of it in case you're wondering. I'll put a real picture so you can get a bit of better quality. Now, I was very lucky to have picked up this little camera from an eBay auction for about £20, and honestly I didn't really know what I was buying. I saw videos of the Nikon Coolpix, saw some of the things it produced, the photos it produced, and I thought, you know what, I have a passion for photography. I want to go and take photos. I've been thinking about this and I'm just not doing it, and I'm making excuses. Don't have the good equipment, I want a better camera. What's the point in starting if I haven't got what I actually want? No one's gonna hire me, no one's gonna like it if it's not the highest quality. All these settings are gonna hold me back, etc. Right, all the excuses under the sun. I got this little camera. It was the best thing I ever did, honestly. I absolutely love this camera now, even though it has broken, which I will get into why and how and the pros and cons. When you want something, like, did I want this colorway? I didn't really. I wanted a different one. I wanted a kind of different aesthetically looking one, and we can get a little bit caught up on that. But what I can tell you is that when you get something that does what you want it to do, and it does it well, got the results you want and you're happy with the results, then you start to love it, no matter what it looks like, no matter how it works. I can really say that. So I ended up taking this just pretty much everywhere I went. Started taking photos of buildings, started taking photos of just people and scenery, and then I went to my run club and I just thought, you know what, I'll take it there. And I've always wanted to make like an Adidas kind of looking sports kind of vintage flash photography style photos. So I took it to the run club. I went and took a bunch of photos, and it was really good fun, and everyone loved it. Everyone was like, oh, let me see the pictures, I'll bring it next week. And I got a lot of enjoyment out of that, and I literally went straight home, edited the videos, sent them to everyone, stayed up pretty late doing that. A friend contacted me and was like, oh, you know, there's this party that's coming up, do you want to come to it? And it was just an invite to a party. It wasn't meant, he didn't know I had a camera and everything like this, and I thought, yeah, okay, I'll come along and I'll take my camera as well. And I got talking to the guy who runs the event, who's my friend's friend. Ended up for the whole evening taking photos again on this and taking video as well, and all the people there was loving it, and it was such a good experience, such good fun. The results I think came out great, and he actually said to me, oh, I paid a photographer, and now I wish I paid you, because the photos are still just as good. And I mean, I wasn't taking payment anyway. He bought me some drinks, he let me come in the event for free, so I was happy with that. Yeah, it came out really cool. And also what I will say is that experience taught me everything I need to know what I want in my next camera, which is really important. I didn't really know all the limitations of this. I just thought, I'm going to get started, figure it out. When you wanted to take a photo, sometimes the focus wouldn't be as fast as it could, so then you'd miss a moment perhaps. There's a setting on the camera that you have to change so you can, if you put the right batteries in, I think it's lithium and something else, if you don't have that setting, the battery's going to drain faster. That was another thing I learned. I thought I was really going to enjoy nature photography, and I do enjoy it to a certain extent, but when I did sports and when I did music events and something a little bit more exciting, we could say, or a bit more lively atmosphere, I just got much more of an enjoyment out of that. But on the other side of it is that if you are going to be doing, say, a nightlife event, then your schedule is going to become nightlife. And do you want to be signed up to that? Maybe it fits your lifestyle, maybe it doesn't. These are the kind of things you might want to start thinking about in advance, or just go for it and figure it out and see if you like it. Probably could do with some higher megapixels so the quality is slightly better. The flash is brilliant, zoom's fine, everything's really good with this camera. I really liked it. I just wanted it to be quicker, snappier, sharper. These were the small things, because sometimes in post-production I'd see the photos and I just wish it wasn't as blurry. I wish something was a bit sharper in some of them, but that kind of is like some of the enjoyment. You either get the photo or you don't, and you check them out afterwards, and that's quite an enjoyable thing, actually. To be honest, it's really not about your equipment, and I know you're going to hear that all the time. It is about working with what you've got, but more importantly, which I don't think many people talk about, is it's the locations, it's the people you're filming, the events you're at. All of this stuff matters more, to be honest, because that is what the content is. Try and find out about cool events, cool places, things you enjoy. Get out and go to these things. There's loads of free things you can find on the internet. If you're in the UK, Eventbrite's pretty good for that. You can even type into Google just what's going on in London today or wherever you are, and usually stuff comes up, and sometimes they're pretty cheap to go anyway. If I had to give a little tip to myself, which was probably help another person, it would be I need to contact more people and believe in what I actually have, because the photos I produced for the party, they would have never known this camera was £20, and they enjoyed it, they liked it, it looked vintage. You can just brand it in the way of, I've got a vintage style camera that's going to look really cool for your party, whatever it might be, and you make it work. And I need to be contacting more people. I need to be putting myself out there more with this, but I haven't done. But if anyone is watching and wants something like this, let me know. I'm not a professional, haven't done it that much, but these are just the things I picked up and I thought I'd share, because, you know, if I've done it and someone else hasn't done it, it's going to help them, or maybe just someone just hasn't really thought that deeply into it. The reason why I stopped using this, I was out and I had this in my pocket, and really I should have put it in my case, but I didn't. And as I was taking my trousers off because I had shorts underneath, because I was at a running place, and the camera fell out my pocket, and when it fell on the floor, this broke, the battery compartment. It snapped at the top, and this is a really common issue for the Nikon Coolpix, so don't drop it, because once it's broke, it's broke. I mean, I could sellotape it, I could put some Velcro and strap it on, and that would probably solve it. But I think I took it as a sign, as, you know what, you had fun with this, you got what you wanted from it, it's time to get a slightly better one now, since this is broken. And that's what I did. I got, now this is the little case it came with, it's pretty good, but now I have, I don't really even know the name of this, Canon S200. It looks fucking cool, and it does this little, come on, that's pretty sick. So I was really enjoying this at the moment. One of the downsides I can think straight away is it does come out a bit bright and a bit sort of white on the photos. Maybe I can fix them in editing, but I haven't really had enough experience with this yet. So we'll have to see. I'll make a video when I've got some more photos with that. But yeah, that's my short kind of review on the Nikon Coolpix L22. If you're thinking about getting in photography, or if you're thinking about just picking up a camera, or you have any of these sort of feelings, please do just pick it up. It's so good, it's so fun. I've made some good connections from it. People have really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. I need to get back and doing. I haven't really been doing it much lately, which I need to, because it brought me so much enjoyment. But yeah, if you're on the fence, just pick up a cheap camera, get whatever you can, and make it work, and you really won't regret it. You'll have a lot of fun. That's today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you're into fitness, photography, lifestyle stuff, mindset, give me a subscribe or a follow and a like. Yeah, catch you in the next one.